Welcome back. This Ebyte. Today I'm going to be showing you how to warm up effectively whilst improving your aim and reaction time. I do this using T-Hunt. Unlike PC, Xbox and PlayStation don't have any kind of software or aim trainers they can use to practice their aim or accuracy. So the way we can do this is by playing Terrorist Hunt. There are a few activities I like to do before I go into ranked or anything like that, which will allow me to improve my aim and my accuracy as well as my reaction time. So first off, what I recommend doing is creating a classic Terrorist Hunt on normal difficulty. Personally, I don't see any advantage in increasing the difficulty, especially for the things I'm probably going to be asking you to do. So normal difficulty is perfectly fine. And classic Terrorist Hunt, you want to be the one attacking. I know quite a lot of people like defending and then the terrorists come to you. However, I recommend just the classic Terrorist Hunt. A good map I always use is Border. There isn't any kind of like randomly placed C4s. I'd recommend picking a 2 or 3 speed operator. I normally play Twitch, Ash, Sledge. If you can pick someone that you're probably going to be playing in ranked, that's even better because it means there's very little transitioning from Terrorist Hunt into ranked. You're kind of already warmed up and ready to go. However, picking a 2 or 3 speed operator would be ideal because you're going to be sprinting around the map as quick as you can. You're not wanting to go a 3 armor or a 1 speed. I would normally recommend practicing with a holographic or reflex sight first before moving on to the ACOG. However, I do know a lot of people primarily use ACOG, so pick the sight you're most comfortable using. For me, that would be the holographic or reflex. I do find that it's a lot easier to kind of warm up initially, especially if you haven't maybe played the game in a couple of days, using a one-time scope rather than the ACOG. I like to practice controlling my recoil on an object or a wall, sometimes before I've even entered the building. This just allows me to get a good feel or handle of the gun I'm using. The next point I'm about to recommend may seem a little bit odd, but hopefully it'll make sense when I talk about it. I like to mute the game audio and listen to a music playlist. This just means that you're not going to be relying on any audio cues and you're purely relying on visual cues. This will significantly help to increase your reaction time. Like I said, you're going to be going as a 2 or 3 speed operator, running around the map. If a terrorist appears in front of you, you're not going to hear them. You're relying purely on what you're seeing. So if you do happen to see any of like the white indicators showing that you're being shot from a certain direction, you're going to be kind of paying more attention to things like that rather than the audio. I do know that Siege does have quite a few audio issues and I think a few people would agree. However, if you're relying more on the visual cues, I think this will help to increase your reaction time as well as your aim. I would also practice your crosshair placement. Try peeking and pre-firing, aiming head height due to the one-shot headshot mechanic. Try and follow or hug any edges when peeking, so don't kind of over peek, meaning you're out in the open, you're not buying cover. I do also like to practice flicking on objects or terrorists, as you can see from some of the clips on screen. I think this does help, especially in certain situations where you're not expecting someone to maybe pop up behind maybe a half wall or a table or something like that. So it's just a good thing to be able to do. And I would also recommend changing your gun to one tap only, whether it's for all the terrorist hunts you play or just a couple at the beginning. This will encourage you to aim for headshots. However, like I said, you should already be aiming for the head. So there are a few other optional steps you could add. Playing with game sound is one of them. Like I said, we're not going to be playing with game sound initially. However, you could introduce it after a certain number of T-hunts. And this will allow you to kind of start pre-firing doors or people coming up the stairs because you will be able to hear them. I would also maybe recommend playing casual. I do know a lot of people don't like to play casual, but believe it or not, this is going to be a little step up from T-Hunt. They will be less predictable and have different character models, uniforms, etc. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this video useful. If there are any other video ideas you'd like me to cover, leave a comment down in the comment section below. I do know a lot of people have been asking for an attachments guide and I will try to get that up as soon as possible. I've just been super busy at the moment. I would also like to say thanks to Fury Gaming for recommending this video idea. Whether it's the best, I'm unsure. Like I said, this is how I normally warm up and it works for me. Hopefully it works for you. But if you did enjoy the video, please remember to smash the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so to keep up to date with all my latest videos. This is Ebyte. Enjoy.
unstable.